Hey guys, Nathan from Farstorm Gaming here, and today I'm gonna show you a game that I've been wanting to show you for a long time. This game is called Planetary Annihilation. This is a game where it's an RTS that's a lot like Supreme Commander, and where you invade other planets for your own supremacy, and take over and invade with large, massive orbital armies. So, yeah. What I'm gonna be doing today, guys, is I'm gonna show you a replay of a game that I'm very proud of, actually. I played against someone online. It's the first person that I've played with online that actually posed a real challenge to me recently. It's qwertyman95. All these other ones, I either gave up or they were way too easy. So, I'm gonna watch this replay. I think you can even go back to my first replay ever. I don't know. But here we go. This is qwertyman95 versus me. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be fast forwarding it through in double time and sort of explaining how the game works and what I did and what mistakes that he made in his gameplay. And I hope you guys enjoy while this starts the replay server. Yeah. Alrighty. So, we started out in a solar system with two planets, Duelist Prime and Highlander. Now, Highlander, when you scroll over the name up here in the upper right corner, you see three little boxes. Those mean you need three planetary engines to launch this thing into the main planet here. Now, this doesn't happen none of us get to the moon in this particular game, but you have the possibility of creating engines on this planet and launching it into Duelist Prime, if you really wanted to, if the game got that far, which in this case it did not. So, what happens here is you choose a starting position, one of two locations that the game randomly picks for you. So, let's just wait for us to spawn, me in particular. Oh, here I go. I absolutely love this game's art style. It just hits my sweet spot, you know? Oh wait, this isn't me, never mind, this is the enemy. I am over here. This art style just hits my sweet spot. I mean, the glorious lighting, just the cartoonish graphics. It's just so sexy to me. So, for a majority of this, I'm gonna create another camera here. I'm gonna have this on his base. It'll be in the lower left corner. So, you can keep an eye on what he's doing down there. But, okay, in this game, it works off energy efficiency, or resource efficiency. For example, if you run out of a resource, you'll go down to about 50% efficiency, and that's how fast you build things. And the resources will simply just become spent as you collect them. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a little bot factory to help me get some more builders out. They're called fabricators. So I'm going to get more little builders out. And they'll help me build more structures. But the first thing I'm going to want to do with this guy, with my commander, is I'm going to have him building energy, and these guys initially building metal extractors so I can get the metal resource. Now, this whole game is about staying at a higher efficiency rating than your opponent. If you can do that, then you can recover from raids much quicker. Unless they bog down your economy, which there is a lot of in this game, which I will be showing examples of. So yeah, as you see down here, qwertyman has sent out a little scout, but I don't really care about him at the moment. How I scout is I scout with planes and radars, which you'll see later on. That'll play a huge role in this game. So while these guys are creating metal extractors and my commander's creating generators, what I'm doing here is I'm creating another bot factory so I can create military robots. Military robots, early game, are really cheap and really fast, but you need a lot of bot factories to kind of keep a flow of them going if you want them to be effective. So as you can see, these guys here, I have them making one's making a radar and one's making a air factory. And by this point in time, I've spotted his little scout, but I don't think much of it. These guys are still over here, just minding their own business, expanding. What he's doing over here is he's already called a shot that I'm gonna make air, so he's creating a flak blanket over his base, and he's already producing quite expensive, may I add, tank units. Over here, he's scouting me out a little bit more. Over here I'm creating another bot factory because my plan is to create a bunch of little army robots called docks. I'm going to create the little army robots and just kind of like hit them with a bunch of rapid hits. So I'm creating another air factory here. As I have, this one is creating basic anti-air units. Anti-air units are any unit with a slash mark through its icon, and I'm having them doing a preset command called patrol. You can have it patrol a given area, basically click and drag outwards, and it'll create a little circle radius of where you want them to patrol, and I have them patrol around my base. So this is very useful. This is how I scout and get enemy intel early game. I have them patrol my territory, kind of let me know what's up. So as you can see here, I got a little small army going on in response to their raiding my metal extractors over here. So I've got a little infantry response. I'm gonna go wipe out their tanks, which may I add are kind of expensive, and you can see it's bogging down his economy this early in the game. Yeah. Let me fast forward. I haven't been fast forwarding. I'm scouting out here with my little robots, and the units with the plus signs there, as you just saw, are the fabricators. And I wanted to destroy that as soon as possible, because that'll make him waste time and resources making another one. I just decided to come over here and pick off that that extractor. So I'm sending another little squad in response to the tanks that he's got. Because I know that I've destroyed a few of his metal extractors and his fabricators, so if I take a chunk out of his army, he won't be able to recover. Now I've got these guys expanding outwards down here, because you gotta remember, you're on a planet, you can expand in more than one direction. So as you can see here, I got a little a good army amassed here, and I've got some planes flying around. With that second air factory I made, I built bombers. Which he's gonna find out the hard way that I've got bombers. But he does have anti-air units here, see? So I'm strafing my bots here, which is a technique I like to use when I have a large army of bots and I'm going up against tanks, because the tanks, what they do is they fire a lot slower, and they're if you're strafing with your bots at the maximum range, the tank fire can actually miss, and that's what you want. You really want the tank fire to miss your bots, because it reduces casualties and effectiveness of their army. So down here I'm making vehicle factories, because now that I've got a firm foundation, I'm going to start creating heavy vehicles. So vehicle factories. Now what he's doing over here, I really want to show you guys. This is a crucial mistake. Down here he's got an advanced factory building. Do not build an advanced factory this early in the game, I tell you, because it sucks up resources and puts your efficiency, if you're not well prepared. Like, he doesn't have enough metal extractors or generators. He's got like 4 or 5 generators here. That is not enough to keep up with the production of an advanced factory. Seriously. It's gonna bog down his he's just wasting resources here, just plugging them all into something. It's like trying to build a skyscraper in the Stone Ages, let me tell you. So he's trying to build an advanced factory really early game, and that's really going to contribute to his overall failure. Now, I'm not here to humiliate anyone. I'm just here to I'm not here to humiliate qwertyman. I'm just here to educate us and learn from mistakes. So he kind of sees here, kind of sees what I'm doing, shoots down some of my air. Now you can see while this is all going on, I kind of dip below him a little bit, but for the most part I'm able to stay at a higher efficiency rating than him, which is really important from rebounding attacks like this. Rebounding from attacks like this. My commander's still over here chugging away at energy generators. I've got a deep space radar to see if he gets orbital up. Orbital can give you a really nasty surprise if your opponent decides to evac his commander off to the moon really early game. That's not very good for you, because then, yeah, it's just not. Just trust me. So my small tank army got taken out, so I was just replenishing it, along with a little bot unit over here that I made to support the tanks, the tank column. And there's my main infantry army up here. So I'm sending more guys out because I notice here that my metal is very negative. I'm going negative. Sorry, I can't talk today. I'm going about average negative 100, and I'm only making 120. So, yeah, I come over here. I make an extractor where I can, but I notice here that he's got extractors up already. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna send this small bot army down there to kind of mop things up. So what I'm doing down here is I'm creating more vehicle factories to kind of add to the production of this tank army, because I don't feel that this is producing fast enough. So I just make more. And now I'm sending my bot army down here, take out his extractors, lower his efficiency with whatever he's doing, take out his turrets, and just patrol. Now I have my fabricators here build up on their remains. And he's pushing up to take out my tank army before I can amass one, which is actually a really smart move on his part. So he actually breaks through here because I didn't have a big enough army built fast enough down there. And he's actually able to take out some of this camp down here. So the rest of his troops get finished off, and down here I'm just concerned with how I'm going to get more metal. Now, he's at a whopping 36% efficiency, and this is due to the fact that he's got 2 advanced factories, probably making advanced units. And he's just building a bunch of advanced stuff, and he doesn't have the economy to support it. He simply doesn't. So when I go and cripple him by taking out his extractors, it severely hurts his army production that he's going to need later on to defend against me. So he's trying to make another push. I decided it'd be best to just stay back and let him push me and strafe in from the canyon, which ended up working out beautifully. So I do have a very decent tank army now. I have a very decent tank army. I got my commander over here building defenses. what I'm doing down here is I've sent in a little bot squad. I forget when this happened. Hold on. Back 30 seconds. Alright, so I had 2 little bot armies down here, and I sent it in to just look for extractors that he could possibly be occupying. I'm able to push into his base here because he was very underprepared. Because the great thing about being on a planet is that you can come in from all directions. So he was just not expecting this. He was actually about to get orbital up. At this time, I should actually be creating orbital. Yeah. At this time, I'm creating orbital. And he was trying to too, but he just doesn't have the economy to get that thing done. So, I'm trying to create orbital to counteract if he gets orbital up. So, like, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create fighters and have the fighters patrol the planet and shoot down any space units that he could possibly get up. So I'm able to take out some stuff over here, and my bots get finished off. I decide, since I've shaken him up a bit, why not do another little push? I take out a good majority of his army. And he's got just advanced units all over the place, and they're bogging his economy down. Now here I kind of take an economy hit, because I feel it's very, very important to get orbital up and patrolling. So there's my first orbital fighter, I get 5 up. While I'm doing that, I kind of put the pressure on him again, attack from the main front. Send some bot units over here to scout. Now, for some reason, he liked to create a lot of these catapults. I don't understand why. Because against bots, these things aren't effective because they're single target. They're not splash damage. If you have single target defenses, that's not good for a swarm of bots, just let me tell you. So I'm actually able to break through here, and I actually found his commander, which was very surprising to me. So I take the liberty of taking down that commander's health to about half. So I'm like, man, I know where the commander is. So at this point in time, I'm going to take my air units and send them in to try to get that health down more through a bombing run. So I've got a bombing run coming in pretty soon. Any minute now, actually. Yep, here goes my bombing run. Oh, maybe not. Here goes my bombing run. Alright, so I bring him down here because I know most of his defenses are up there. I take the long way around, come in through the side, bomb his commander, take that thing down to about, like, a fraction of a percent of health. And man, he took a heavy hit there. So, what I've done down here is I'm going to backwards to where this started. Alright. So, what I've done down here, while we were preparing for war, since I did take out these refineries down here that were from him, I decided to go down here and make a forward base, try to push up from the bottom. Since last time I did that, I was very successful. I decided to try again. So, I actually end up creating a forward base, sending these air fabricators to go create metal extractors for me. And what do but run into their fabricators? So, what do I decide to do about this? I end up creating a small infantry down here, but very fast. That's why I created all these factories, so I could just pump out infantry super fast. At near 100% efficiency. So I pump out a bunch of infantry. I don't decide to push yet, because I didn't have a big enough group. But now I push up with a group of infantry, take out his metal refineries, go in for those single target defenses, just destroy the catapults, take out the rest of his extractors. I see that he's got a crap ton of fabricators there, so I try to get around to take out a few, and I'm able to. I'm able to take out a few fabricators. So what he's trying to do here is trying to snipe out my troops from his base, which isn't working that well for him. So I go and I push with my tanks around the rocks. I send these guys in to destroy. I actually didn't really realize that he had a nuclear silo up here, but the announcer told me, nuclear silo found. And it must have been from one of my planes that came over here and scouted. It probably just spotted this out of the corner of its eye. So I come in here with the bots while my main force pushes over here. I'm able to just take out the nuclear silo and bog down more of his economy. My bots down here are just pushing up. They destroyed all the refineries over here, and he's trying to regenerate them. My bots down here is just destroying his energy, destroying all of his economy, which is down in the southern part of his base. Up here I'm destroying his economy as well. He's got an advanced energy plant. Now I'm just making a full-on push. I have his army off in Neverland. I basically effectively lured his army completely out of his base. So now his base is just completely vulnerable. So I'm able to spot his commander here. And I go ham. I'm like, all units attack that freaking commander. So my bots go ham here. And they're able to keep the fire on the commander, and boom. Down goes the commander. He wasn't able to recover from all my little frequent raids because he was working on all those advanced units really early game. And that's ultimately what led to his downfall. So, thanks for watching this Planetary Annihilation video, guys. I really love this game. It's by far one of the best games, best RTS games I've played besides Age of Empires. It's basically what I've been imagining for a game since I was a kid. Like, seriously. It's just, I love this game so much. Massive armies, unlimited population, global scale. It's everything I could ask for in an RTS. Some people may say it's kind of poorly made, but yeah, it has some few flaws. It's an indie RTS, basically. But I really love this game. It's a bit pricey on Steam, though. It's about 40 bucks. I got it on sale for 15, so I got a good deal. But it's up to you whether you want to buy it. I really recommend it if you're a strategy fan. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. And I hope to see you guys another time in another one of my videos. I'm actually sorry I haven't posted a video in a long time. But I have been meaning why can't I talk in this video? I have been meaning to do a video on this game for quite some time. Like, an unbelievable amount of time. So, yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Alright. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace out.